can chop that up as a win. We're gonna deal with 19 next turn. As far as like playtesting goes, I'm just gonna shame drop the league so it doesn't go on YouTube. I may also add another Frostbite. I think I'm kind of being persuaded on a 3-3 split of Frostbite, Volcanic Spite. Dell, the tier 1, thank you. Copy is mandatory, yeah. I needed to kick it. I needed to kick it to lock up the win there. You don't have to copy. You do, right? You may choose. No, you have to copy it. You may choose new targets. I've also been disliking this Chandra. So we can maybe still play 4 Volcanic Spite. I feel like this is maybe too many removal spells. I think 3 Bitter Eaton's a good number. Yeah, we're gonna count that as a dub for playtesting purposes. I think I still need 4 anti-counter magic cards. The 2 Roses felt like a good number. Could go down on Alpine Moon and up a Roast, but play Volcanic Awakening. Well, Volcanic Awakening I think would be an okay addition. So, but I think that you just need to max Atraxa is nice. Hasting Fable sometimes nice. I don't really feel like you want the playset, but you could maybe play the 4th over the 4th Volcanic Spite. Why the split? There's no reason. It's just like in theory, people are more likely, I guess, to Necromancia the other one because it's more well known, and like people know big score over Windfall if they're gonna like Necromancia. But you're just overthinking it. Stone Brain. They're Lonely Sandboard type lands in Modern. They're 2-mana ones. Yeah. Did I update the list? I think so. Now I thought for sure I had. Now I'm doubting myself. Oh, whoops! I'm not meaning to like F6 check them with the Fable. I'm just gonna jam the Fable. Obviously, they could have loose focus or change the equation. Well, Pirate's Pillage is a sorcery, so you don't want to play that one. Has there ever been a successful Slimgar Storm deck in Pioneer? I think we trophied with one time. Yeah, I think we trophied with this a long time ago. Alright, they got their own Fable. Welcome to Modern. I have a vision of hardcasting this Atraxa. I'm going to discard 2. I think I'm going to get both mountains gone. Yeah, let's get both mountains gone. So we have enough treasure tokens in the deck that I think you want to keep this. Have I considered 2 Transmogrify main? So with me having like all these big scores and stuff, Transmogrify not working with big score, I don't think you want to play any copies of it. I would definitely not play 2. I would maybe play 1. And then, yeah, I would love to see a judge explain copying Light Up the Night. That would be really interesting because like I know that it works, or it's been working, but I don't know why it works. Yeah, I know it's so funny that this deck can just hardcast Atraxa. Okay, main phase Prismari command, kill a treasure, kill my shaman. Interesting. I guess we're gonna go creativity X equals 2 to play around a 1-mana removal spell. Yeah. We're talking about flashing back Light Up the Night while removing all the counters from Chandra. I know that it works on Magic Online. I don't know why it works. I'm actually, not 100% sure that it's not a bug. I doubt that it's a bug. Okay, notably, we're not creativitying anymore this game. I guess we could spite this one though. Okay, good enough for my opponent to scoop 2. I think I want to keep Atraxa over Xenagos Worldspine Wurm, since my opponent has Magma Opus to like tap the worm and stuff. But here we want to bring in our anti-blue cards. I think just go down Frostbites and Smites. How'd Scales go Saturday? Not very well. I made like one really big mistake, but did not go very well. Beware of Pierce, yeah. Like game 1 at least. I mean, they sometimes play 1 Pierce. Not enough for me to be super afraid of it. Probably gonna mulligan this. Good 5. Any battles or artifacts? You definitely don't want to play artifacts in your creativity deck. I also don't think that there are any battles I'd want to play. Well, we got a plan. Got a plan. Is there any way we want some of red duels? I don't think so. I don't think that it's worth playing. It has to be shock lands because you need mountains for Dwarven Mine. I don't think it's correct to play a bunch of shock lands for Atraxa. I think Atraxa is like not that hard to cast with all the treasure tokens. Not that easy to cast either, but yeah, also not that bad, and just not worth like destroying the mana base and stuff. Taking so much more damage. Don't try them so bicycles work for the duel, but you don't want to be playing a ton of tap lands just to hardcast Atraxa in a deck that can already make a lot of treasures and like mana fix with Chandra. It's not worth it to have all these tap lands or painful lands. Right, I think. I mean, this is like not gonna work, but I'm all looking to 4, so I'm gonna jam. Played out though for a little bit. Would Chandra work with Arcane Bombardment? What does Arcane Bombardment do? Okay, so they creativity and I don't. We go to game 3. Yeah, I mean it's just too many 6 drops. Right. These mulligans have been tough. Although I would have loved to keep a triple Fable hand. I'm playing 26 lands. Just feels bad to have so many one-landers. Rolling to 5 feels really bad. Having double Fable is awesome. I'm trying to talk myself into keeping this one. If we draw a land, we win, probably. Or we're super ahead. We maybe have 2 turns. This hand is really, really fucking good if we draw a land. Go to 5. That sounds better. Planesbound Accomplice can make Chandra light up the night playable modern too inconsistent. It ain't consistent, probably. Chandra's really, really nuts, and that I don't know that that's exactly how I would play it though. There was land on top, maybe. We'll never know. They're gonna foretell. I really think that foretell draw spell is not very good, y'all, or at least it has not looked very good to me. Thoughts on 1/2 Shelter Thicket? I'm just not very interested in playing like a bunch of tap lands. We got a lot of looting effects. Got a lot of mana sinks. Wow, second creativity is actually pretty nuts here. Just discard a land. Oh, could go for a Windfall. Although casting a Windfall means we're discarding a creativity. So I think we just target the treasure token here. Striker Rich is not Pioneer legal. No. 5 cards in my opponent's hand. The deck runs too many 3s. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I would feel like I would be in on all like big scores and dig through times as my draw spells, but I could be wrong. I think we're just gonna go Windfall on their turn. I don't think I want to jam a creativity here. Standard Brewing. This is a Pioneer. Notably, Atraxa is pretty castable now. Build is better against red-black as it can hide from Thoughtseize, which winds up being huge. I don't know. It's like the whole, this draw spell is better against red-black. Sure. But I don't think it's like enough better against red-black, you know what I mean? It's like, it's fine. But it doesn't feel like a game changer. I'm trying to think, maybe I target 2 of them here. Yeah, we'll target 2. We could go for an Atraxa, but I don't want to use all my treasure tokens to cast Atraxa and not have any for creativity. Okay, cool. So we're gonna get to draw a lot of cards here. 1 Chandra, 1 Dwarven Mine, 1 Fable. Don't want a creativity. I think I'll take a Spite, because maybe I can spite back the other Atraxa. I'll go Awakened Inferno, Banefire, another Fable. Although maybe I actually take Light Up the Night so I can... Yeah, I'll take Light Up the Night over Banefire so I can discard the hand size for value. Another Dwarven Mine. We're discarding 3 cards. I could also jam a Fable. I think I don't want to. Nice to have the Spite up for the Shark. So let's discard Mountain, Light Up the Night, Fable? Fable or another Dwarven Mine. Yeah, Light of Night. Oh, wait, I didn't know Light of Night Chandra is also legal in Standard. It's actually pretty exciting. Okay. So I'm now 2-0 against. Yeah, Frostbite, not a card you see that often, but in mana base with all these mountains makes sense. Alright, mulligan. Up against mono green. We are 1-0 against mono green today, right? I think I should just put back the Frostbite. Obviously, it's bad if they have another elf and I don't draw another removal spell, but I need my mana. It's like if I draw like something like this, it's a lot better. If they don't have another elf, it's a disaster. Yeah, if Scred was legal, that'd be awesome for this deck. The Xenagos Worldspine Wurm in the sideboard, I feel like are really nice for the matchup. A weird matchup though. Just kind of ignore your opponent. No, they do have another elf. I don't have another removal spell anymore. Hopefully they don't have Karn. Karn shutting off your treasure tokens. That was definitely relevant last time we played the matchup. They can activate Nykthos. Any argument to main phase big score? I guess the argument is you find one mana removal spell, cast it, still cast Chandra next turn. I guess creativity is what we're looking for. I did find a creativity. Okay, so we'll take Dwarven Mine, Chandra, Creativity, Frostbite. Then I guess we just bite the elf. Pass back. Gonna be a tough game to win, maybe. So this flips into a 6/6 reach lifelinker that dies to make a reach creature and a lifelinker on death. They've also got their Karn, which I think we're just dead to Chain Veil, right? They get Leveler. I think we may have been dead to Chain Veil there. Although I guess we also can't beat the Leveler. Okay, we're gonna go to game 2. I'm gonna bring in the Cinderclasm. Oh, sorry, no, just the roasts. On the roast of these Xenagos. Got the Atraxas. Trim of Fable. I think on the draw Cinderclasm is better, but on the play it's just like very awkward against the elves. Where you never get 2 of them. Or if you're like waiting and then you don't play a second one and you're just so punished. You can play 1 on the draw, I think. On the play. We lost game 1 last time as well. I'm gonna keep this. If this hand draws a land, it's like very likely to kill them on turn 4 or 5, and we have a couple Light of the Nights for elves, maybe. Creativity Leveler, yeah. I mean, I'm dead to the combo too. I think it's fine to just concede there and play testing and tournament play it out. I meant to trim Fable. I meant to trim Fable. Or sorry, Reunion. I meant to trim Reunion, not Fable. I think Fable's just too important for like the fast creativity. X equals 2 in this matchup. Although and Gearhulk Creativity actually cut Fable's post board against mono green. This hand obviously, of course, needs to draw land, but we accomplished that mission. Obviously, the risk is drawing Xenagos now. Fingers crossed. I haven't actually looked at the art for this. This is the deck of many things. Yeah, it looks like the deck of many things. I feel like if you didn't know what this is, I don't know. It looks a little cheesy, but it's a pretty good D&D reference. I think there's a chance I end up registering this list in Dallas. It's been pretty good so far. Feels very powerful. Seems somewhat consistent. I think the Chandra fits like so well in the shell. Yeah, I guess I don't know what Big Score's art looks like. I've never looked at it. Yeah, a lot of the D&D cards look cheesy, but maybe that's okay. Maybe D&D is meant to be cheesy. I guess I could just kill this turn. No, I want to play Fables because if I'm gonna try to Windfall next turn and my opponent just casts Karn, the game kind of ends. Yeah, that's true. We're not too far away from being able to hardcast Xenagos. Does flipping Pelucranos on turn 4 have any viability in a Training Grounds deck? You could flip on turn 4 with freaking Nykthos, you know. Am I off the mono white control build? I didn't love the mono white list. I specifically thought it was like really bad against these Chandra decks. And like all sorcery removal against like creativity and against Greasefang was pretty awkward, but I did like being able to play Doomscar. Doomscar was awesome against the mono white deck. Opponent's been deep in the tank this match. Okay, so I think I don't want to discard anything. I really just like don't want to draw Xenagos. I wonder if it's right to post combat creativity X equals 2. What's the record for the last league? I misclicked / punted at the very end of the of match 1, so I ended up just shame dropping someone to go on YouTube. Shout out to YouTube if you're listening to that, I guess. Oh, so I can't go X equals 2 because I have to sack the treasure. Never mind. So let's just go Light of the Night and then hold up Windfall. And then we 4-1 the first league, so we're what? We're technically 6-1 on the day. I'm gonna count 6-1. All right, let's not cast the Windfall. I just don't want to draw Xenagos, so we'll just kill him or try to kill him. Game 3. And the draw for game 3, I'm going to bring in a Cinderclasm. Maybe 2. Over a Chandra. Just do 1. I don't think you want to draw too many copies. What did we lose to in the first league? It was the Fires deck, right? Alright, NordVPN. Oh, I'm not trying to grab. Yeah, 4-1 last league, then 1-0 drop last league. We're 1-0 now. Counting the loss as a win for playtesting, because we have him dead, we just misclicked. But this is maybe the most promising Pioneer brew yet. I don't know. I feel like it feels good, it looks good, and it's very exciting to me. Like the creativity plan is so like Atraxa's like ETB, like you get a ton of cards off Atraxa's ETB. The Dwarven Mine really powers up the creativity game plan. The Chandra's combo with Light of the Night, and also just like Chandra generally being good. Although we haven't cast actually that many Hopes Beacons so far. But you just have like so many good plans, and you're a Fable the Mirror Breaker deck, and you got a lot of removal. There's just a lot to like about this list, I think. Jack Daniel with the 9 months, and I'm liking it more and more that it really seems like if you're gonna build a blue red deck, you can't be that in on Chandra and like blue red creativity, and you can't be that in or you can't be in on creativity. You're either in on Chandra or creativity, I think. Maybe you can play a couple Hope Beacon and like normal creativity. That's fine, but it's maybe worse than being on the Gear Hulk plan. Yeah, I agree that blue-white control will be a rough matchup, but we've got Banefires and Awakened Infernos. I'm aware because Frostbite isn't that great, but when it's some number of Plaza, of Heroes, or Triumphs, be able to hardcast Atraxa. We are playing Dwarven Mines. We're playing Dwarven Mines, so we need as many mountains as possible. There's a lot of utility lands we would be playing. Din of the Bugbear, Valakut Awakening, Spikeville Hazard are all cards we'd likely be playing in some number. But this is I think with the Volcanic Spite for Xenagos, we can keep this. This is a Dwarven Mine deck, and I think that Dwarven Mine giving you more consistent turn for creativities is important enough. Triumphs or mountains, y'all. I cannot believe the amount of people who have suggested cutting mountains for triumphs, just like tap lands for the off chance of like. For casting Atraxa later. We have lots of treasure tokens. Chandra also casts for Atraxa. I'm not going to fill my deck full of tap lands for Atraxa. Yeah. You keep a hand like this and they just don't have elves. It always feels so freaking bad. Some number of shocks. I'm not going to. I think it is incorrect to play any number of shocks, any number of... I probably should have kept... it's not currently 3 damage. I'm not going to play any number of shocks. I'm not going to play any number of triumphs. And I think that you all probably know also that it's not correct. But it's definitely not correct, I promise. Yeah, I'm probably super dead, huh? So lands if you doubly taxed by Redain. Is Frostbite... I think Frostbite... I don't think Redain is relevant enough to be that worried about the split. It could be. I really don't know, but I at the very least am not that worried about it, I guess. I think that Cinderclasm is better than Kozilek's Return. Action of Insight with the 11, thank you. Yeah, we need creativity lands. Oh, they boarded in a Cityscape Leveler. That's interesting. Kill the Troll. I think I'm just hoping they don't fire up the lair, but maybe they just always fire up the lair. Yeah. But also if we kill the Troll. Is today all Pioneer? I don't know. I've got a modern backup prep or backup deck prepped, but I think this is a really exciting Pioneer brew. I've been spending like a week on Pioneer, and I think this is like the best deck I've built so far. So maybe I just want to spend a little bit more time with it. We'll see. Could Mutavault be okay? Yeah, you could play some number of Mutavaults. I wouldn't play too many, more than like one or two. They're playing one leveler main, one sideboard. I mean, do we know that for sure? Sometimes I see two in the sideboard and you like board one in. Okay, we're up against Boros. Finding a Dwarven Mine would be pretty important here. Or Fable. Ugh. Jarvis, thank you for the raid. Hope you're doing well today. Did we get this amount of white? It's in the stream decker. We played it in the challenge on Saturday, but didn't end up going that well. So no Convoke card this turn is good. We need to draw a Mine or a Fable, probably. I mean, anything to do next turn would be nice. Just another mountain. That being said, if my opponent... I guess they'd probably have the Flash card. Yeah. Although interesting... Oh, they're playing Raise the Alarm. Should they be playing the 1/1 because it's findable off the Knights? I don't know. We're down to 12. They have an Epicure. I'm down to 11. They maybe have another Gleeful demo. No, they just sacked the Battlefield Forge. They also could have done this first to try to Convoke. Pretty anemic draw for me. I guess I main phase this so that I can maybe light up the night one of these guys. That being said, if they can't kill me this turn, we can put in the Atraxa into play next turn. Stabilize pretty hard. Oh, they have Castle, and we are dead. Itachi, 3 months, thank you. Bummer. Bankbuster for draw and creativity targets? There's a problem with that. There's a problem with playing Bankbuster in the deck. Do you want to know what it is? Do you want to guess? Pop quiz. Why shouldn't we play Bankbuster here? Yes, we have one more card coming in this time, or one more good card. Yeah, it's an artifact. You'll creativity into it. So slow. I think we have to mulligan. Could probably keep it if we have a mine. Nice to have a Cinderclasm, though. Yeah, just don't hit it. Just don't hit it. 5 head. Yeah, I agree this deck is really sick. I think it's the best Pioneer deck I've put together. I'm pretty excited about it. Huh. Wow. Now my Cinderclasm doesn't do anything. Weird draw from them. I'm gonna jam the Fable. Yeah, no, I think this deck is pretty good. Taps 3 white mana. Collective Effort? What the fuck? Alright, just rip a creativity one time. Not that lucky. Are lucky enough to have Roast. And then just passing back. What a card. I don't think I've seen this yet, but it seems pretty good. We're taking 6 in the air. If we charter next turn, we can kill 2 of the Ornithopters. Also, happy to draw creativity. That do a lot of things. Gleeful Demolition, my treasure token. Barf. Now I can't Chandra. So I guess I just light up the night. An Ornithopter. I can also go 3 mana kick. 1/1. No, it doesn't work. Let's go. 1 card in their hand. Only attacking with 1 Ornithopter. What the fuck? So they're convoking. I guess is the fuck, right? It's a fucking 3/5. Why is it a 3/5? Damn it. I drew a land. I could have. I guess it's actually not quite enough, huh? A weird game. Yeah, I think we're not quite dead. So we get to go. Yeah, kick Cinderclasm, kill this, block here, Frostbite here, take 2. And then actually if we draw a land, we have lethal. Oh, we don't, because our shaman's dying. Just feels so bad that I can't just like double Cinderclasm here. I have to kill this. And then if I draw a land, I'm 1 mana short of killing them with Light Up the Night. I did draw the land. Okay, but now I can go Chandra. Chandra plus kick Cinderclasm. We'll try to kick it this time instead of misclicking. Copy it. Kill the next turn. Hold! Hold! Let's fucking go. They're dead to the Light Up the Night in this graveyard. Fuck, what a game. Yeah, Epicer. Can you imagine? Okay, I think on the draw I want to go down a big score. Tough one. Love to see Dwarven Mine Creativity. That's the combo. I'm shocked we won that game. It's like that. It's like Kronk from Emperor's New Groove. By all accounts, it doesn't make sense.
Well, you got me. By all accounts, it doesn't make sense.
I don't know. I don't know how we got there. Yeah, Chandra's really good, huh? That's maybe the answer. I'm just gonna kill this. Gonna have a intruder alarm. So we get to kill 2 of their creatures here, then creativity into Atraxa the next turn. Pretty good. I definitely have not minded this matchup so far, but it also still feels like you have a very hard time against their very best draws. My opponent revealed Epicer and Resolute Reinforcements. That being said, I don't think I'm supposed to just hold up Cinderclasm. I think I'm just still supposed to do this. A little bit worried about my Atraxa dying, but there's also like not that bad of a chance we can just like hit another Dwarven Mine and another creativity. Oh, my opponent's hand. Okay, they found Giant Killer. Fuck, they found Giant Killer and they found Loxodon. So what's the plan? Could just kick Cinderclasm. My opponent has a Loxodon, so it's like, yeah, I think I still just creativity. Kick Cinder seems best by far. I don't think so. I think that the problem is, I think the board becomes too hard to manage. And I can do something like this. Oh, actually kind of bricked a little bit, huh? Or it's like not as much as I wanted. But next turn I can go kick Cinder and kill the Knight Errant. And I'm taking like 7, which is fine. And then like it kind of forces them to use their whole turn to chop down. Second Cinder. No, it's better to take Frostbite so I can go kick Cinderclasm, Frostbite the Knight Errant. I can't go kick next turn. I guess they can also convoke the Loxodon. Still kind of fine. I'm taking a little less damage. These all still die too. The kick Cinderclasm. Chandra's a very interesting draw. Oh, this doesn't die though. Never mind. I don't think it matters a ton which one we kill. Next turn we can go like Chandra, kill 2 things. We're still at 15, although we're taking 5 down to 10. Draws a card, has Giant Killer. This card's Ornithopter. Play as Giant Killer from hand, not exile. It's almost definitely a mistake. And here, I'm just going to go Chandra, kill here, kill here. Two cards in hands. Seems like opponent got pretty flooded. Feeling okay. Breathe in a little bit easier. Oh, sorry. I want a big score first. Okay, and then I want to kick the Cinderclasm this turn. We can, I think, wait until their upkeep. Because if they have Resolute, if they have a, you know, another Intruder Alarm. But I just want to stop them from being able to convoke with those guys. Feels good to, like, you know, be playing against some of their better draws. I mean, they started off really hot. Maybe, I don't know, this is maybe not their better draws. But games 2 and 3, I don't know, we were struggling and stabilizing. Feeling good about this matchup. Alright, Dwarven Mine, Fable, Light Up the Night. Big score over Cinderclasm, maybe? Sure. Third chop down, third chop down. Okay, gives my opponent a chance to win this game. We're still super duper ahead. Yeah, Conflicts is just extra dual land in a deck that's like really low to the ground. Doesn't really cost them very much. They did find another Convoke spell. Canister, thank you for the raid. Hope you're doing well today. We're playing a mono-red creativity deck with the 6-mana Chandra. Plus like the Light Up the Night combo. It's been pretty good. What's the benefit of this list versus is it creativity? Let's run the read with. So, big differences are Dwarven Mine lets you creativity on turn 4 a lot more consistently, which like this matchup is super important. And then the 6-mana Chandra is like a really busted card. The card I've been like very impressed by 6-mana Chandra. And when trying to build that's very in on like the Light of the Night 6-mana Chandra plan, while also playing the creativity package has been really tough. I think in you either play creativity or you play the 6-mana Chandra as a control card. It's very difficult to like enable both of them without Dwarven Mine, without while also adding like a bunch of counter spells and stuff. I'm not that it is impossible to build the deck that way, but that's been my experience so far. I don't think we're supposed to spite end of turn. Still trying to figure it out to some extent, right? You're kind of in early testing still, but also, you know, the deck has been good. I spent, you know, like last week or two working on Pioneer lists. I think that this is the first one I've built that's like actually felt pretty strong. For another 3 years, thank you. We're worse against like Lotus Field for sure, although I'm not expecting there to be a ton of Lotus Field. Okay, drew another Convoke card. It'd be wild to lose this game. We only have one Atraxa left in deck, although it's actually funny enough hard castable. I guess I'll keep just, well, I should at least discard the Spite because I want to be able to cast the big score this turn. So I may find either a card I want to cast more or like Light Up the Night, which is a bit better to like loot away. Oh, we win. We win right now? Yeah. Yeah, so we get to go Chandra, take up to 7, Light Up the Night, deal 14 damage. This is the combo for those of you who haven't seen it. And what's cool about this list too is like the 14 damage that this deals kills your opponent if you hit them with Atraxa one time, because that's 21. Did I qualify for Dallas? No, I didn't. Honestly, I didn't play very many qualifiers. Liking this build a lot. I may go down a Volcanic Spite for a bitter reunion. Overall record should be 7-2. We 4-1'd our first league, and then we lost a game due to a misclick. I'm counting it as a win for playtesting purposes. And then so we 1-0 dropped, and then now we're 2-1. So that should be 7-2. Yeah, I'm counting that one as a win for playtesting purposes because it should have been. Yeah, for Wurm, Xenagos, I mostly want those for Mono Green and Lotus Field. I've also been bringing it in against Fires, because if they play Fires, they can't interact with it. Could be correct to do something else in that matchup, but that's what I've been doing. I think we unfortunately have to play this despite drawing the creativity. It's just too bad if we can't play our Fable next turn. Sokenzan channel come up? It has, yeah. I think the first copy is good to play. I don't think you really want to play more than one. But with the Dwarven Mines and the Legend rule, although you could play 2. Obviously, you'd want this to resolve. Awesome. They do have a removal spell for the Goblin, but that's okay. Just getting to loot this Frostbite away against... I mean, this may not be Creativity. This could be like Phoenix or something, but it's probably Creativity. Creativity's been the more popular Izzet deck by a lot, and it can be tough to draw too many of these removal spells, so looting them away is really nice. Yeah, definitely just going to go for Unexpected Windfall this turn over Creativity. Can maybe go Creativity X equals 2 to play around removal spell next turn. Good fire players won't play fires if you're on Wurm because of Leyline Binding. Well, if they see Atraxa game 1, like, are they going to take that line game 2? Maybe yes, because I'm streaming, and people will know the tech. Can I get Spell Pierce in every format all the time? Windfall is exactly the same as Big Score in this deck, since you are a mono red list. Well, they didn't counter my Fable, so I would be very surprised if they had another counterspell this turn. They would have had to draw 2. Although they did cast a couple Considers, so it's definitely not impossible. They can have 2 removal spells, but I mean, I don't have anything else going on, y'all. Divide by 0 would make sense, though. Or does make sense, since they didn't have 3 mana up. They pick Environmental Sciences, which is their land grabber. Spell Pierce was so rough. They play a land, so they probably just drew that for turn. Why not Divide the Wurm? I'm not on Wurm, I'm on Atraxa, game 1. I side into the Wurm combo. Not that they necessarily know that, right? Well, we get to play around on their Spell Pierce. Maybe should be attacking first. I think they're dividing by 0 again, probably. Maybe they have another removal spell, but we can't really play around it. I've played a lot of Humans Lord Pippas on the stream so far with the new cards. I agree that they're good. So if I draw a land, I can kill this next turn. Ooh, copy Environmental Sciences. Dang. Alright, I'm going to concede. And then we're going to bring in our Banefires and our Chandra, Awakened Inferno. Still not sure about these cards, so I'm happy to get a little bit more playtesting with them. You had 7, I had 6, I thought. I'm like 99% sure I had 6. Let's try this. I have been beating the Izzet decks with this list, but I am like not necessarily expecting this matchup to be good. I feel like I've been getting a little lucky. Yeah, I didn't like the Divide by Zeros in Creativity, but then I've been playing against the card a lot, and it's actually been looking good. But I've also been playing a lot of decks with like really high mana curves, so like Divided by 0 against Boros seems awkward. I'm not sure how it is against Mono Green. I'm not sure how it is against Rakdos, but it's definitely been good against my like high mana value brews, I guess. Messing around with the Blue Devotion, how do you feel about Unctus for a Lord that gives card selection? I think that Unctus would be fine. I don't know. I was really excited for the mono blue deck. Like Omen Hawker to like activate Nykthos was so cool. Still something that I think is interesting, and I would play again, but I don't know when. Lightning Axe in the Vampire list? Yeah, maybe in the sideboard. Not opposed to it. Chandra is the Lotus Field win con. Haven't tested. Seems giving the deck a boost. Yeah, I think she's good there too, for sure. There's a blue-red control deck that's good with her. Chandra's just a great card. I didn't know she was like the. Are they playing her over Sultai Ultimatum or like where did they cut for Chandra? I found Kefnet to work nicely. Yeah, Kefnet seems okay. That's very cool with Odawara and Nykthos. I didn't really. That interaction is definitely neat. We're playing Frostbite, so we've got Snow Basics. Yeah, I got a lot of selection in the deck, which is nice. Alright, I think I will discard Light Up the Night. And then we'll play another Fable. I'm going to sack Bitter Reunion if this resolves. Maybe they'll divide by 0. Yeah, this is Mom Chandra. This card is ridiculous. It has so much text, so much loyalty. it's card advantage ramp, copy spells as a static ability, stabilizes you with a really powerful minus ability. It just kind of does everything. Also, Chandra just to kill. I have a soft spot for Chandra just to kill. I don't think that she is correct or optimal to play in this build, but you could maybe be playing some in the sideboard for the blue matchups, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I think we're still gonna slam Fable. We'll sack the Reunion and copy a Shaman, or try to copy a Shaman. Can hardcast Atraxa if we get all 3 of these treasures. Rogue with the 11 months is easy with the 5. Thank y'all, thank y'all. Oh, gross. I did not think that they would have Cinderclasm in against me. It turns out they did have it, so damn. Played right into it. They get a mountain there. I'll discard one of my mountains. They may be correct to just light up the night them for a bunch. For 4. Yeah. For 5. This means that if we draw land, we have lethal immediately Chandra, light up the night. And also, if they're going to counter something, I want it to be one of this, or this, I guess. Dig through time. Could the rummaging battle be good in creativity? Blue-red Opus can flip it. Doesn't seem great. I think I would prefer to go for creativity here. It's better against spell peers. They already have Odawara in play, so it's less likely they can use that. Syncopate X equals 3. Well, we're not paying 3. I think the signets could be fine or even good in Pioneer. They would be very, very good, I think. There are currently no 2-mana artifacts that ramp unconditionally. I'll play 1 now. In a good spot for team dinner Friday, it'd be like 6 people. I'm not a good person to ask for Dallas recommendations. Weirdly enough, I don't spend like a lot of time on. I spend more time in Fort Worth than Dallas. Dallas highways are kind of crazy. Yeah, Arcane Signet. It'd be funny if it worked with your commander. Found big score, spell pierce negate. Feels bad. I guess we are Banefiring this Chandra. What deck would want signets? I don't know, but it's like, I don't think they would be a good addition. I think they would be a negative addition. It's like, I don't know exactly what deck would want it. Blue-white control would play signets, for sure. I mostly think they kind of just break. Pioneer design philosophy, don't really add a lot. Mindstone, yeah, not legal. Legal in an arena. Not in Explorer, though, in whatever the other format's called, Historic. Isn't Grabstone legal? Yeah, that card is not an unconditional mana tapper. Rakdos, there's a good chance Rakdos would play Rakdos Signet. Although, I guess with Karn being popular, the Signets have a little bit more problem. I saw that Teferi Master of Time in these decks. I don't hate Teferi, but I don't think Teferi's probably correct to play. Stinks to even cast this Chandra though, since they just have the Hall of the Storm Giants. That comes to decision on Recommissioned Vial. I've been wondering why I got rid of Skelemental Voice. I mean, I got rid of Skelemental Voice because I thought Brushfire was a lot better. I really liked the list I had last time, and then I don't know exactly where Nissa fits into the equation, so I haven't been working on it since then. I've liked Flicker Wisp is okay. I don't like Vesperlark very much, but I do think the Brushfire is really good. The opponent is on a mull to 5, and they've played a basic island. And they decided to pass the turn. Guys, so St. Traffic, net positive. Again, it's like the amount of people who are like, yes, Spike, I agree, except my pet card. My pet card should be added. Is like, it's just too high. There's too much of Pioneer dialogue and discussion. Is Pioneer's okay, but it would be better if my pet card was added. It's too much of it. Yeah, we have a Frostbite for snow-covered lands. It's like a shock that deals 3 if you have 3 snow-covered basics to creatures or planeswalkers. Let's go ahead and main phase this. I think I'm gonna bin Mountain, but could bin Light Up the Night. You really want to get the first Light Up the Night in the graveyard, I think. Another Shredder. Fiery Impulse, their own Shredder for double Connive. Pioneer's okay, it'd be better if it was modern from years ago. Yeah, or like modern, but my pet deck was good. Okay, so we'll see what we draw, but we're likely setting up for Hardcast Atraxa next turn. Although with this draw, we are just going to Creativity and Atraxa into play off of Dwarven Mine. Probably the best draw. Any thoughts to a Waste Not Brew? It might be a waste of time. I don't know. Might not. Alright, it's my first time up against Phoenix. I think I want to still be on the Atraxa plan. Don't know that I was supposed to be in on uncounterable Chandras. I may just run it back. I'll cut a Frostbite for one of these. Could play Rose. I don't know if they're on. I don't feel like they're going to be on Thing in the Ice. Yeah, I think like when Waste Not draws Waste Not, the deck's fine. When it doesn't, your card quality is really low because you play all these Mind Rots. But I've seen the deck in action a few times. It's like, it's okay. It's like the impulses in Planeswalkers. Yeah, Frostbite thankfully does hit Planeswalkers. We have Gus change the equation side. Yeah. Change the equation seems really good. Of course, because early days of Pioneer. Yeah, early Pioneer was so sweet. I remember I top-aided the first ever Pioneer Challenge with like a Sultai Oko Treasure Cruise deck. I think I was playing Grimflayer. What a time. What a time. Those were awesome streams. They were really, really fun. Any cheapest enchantment tutors can make Waste Not better? Not in Modern, I don't think. I fancy Chandra Torture Defiance. Seems like a great fit. I think I would rather play like another big score or another Windfall over Chandra. I even disagree with the thesis that Chandra would be great. I've like, she doesn't kill Shieldred, which is really awkward. I think ends up being like more fragile than you might remember her being. Definitely not a card that I hate, but not a card that I am like jumping to play. And I also think like the Windfalls work so well with 6-mana Chandra and are just like good in general. You probably just gotta play these instead. Okay, well, we definitely kept this 2-lander on the draw, hoping to draw a 3rd land. You know, we're a 26-land deck. I think we can bank on that enough of the time. Use it for playing 4 Windfall instead of 4 big score. I'm playing a 3-2 split. It doesn't matter though. The cards are exactly the same. Don't overthink it. Land. Damn. Well, we'll probably just go to game 3 in a moment. Yeah, that's probably good enough for me, honestly. Yeah, 26 lands, by the way. I think I'm kind of interested in playing the 4th Bitter Reunion and going up on Frostbites. I'm not sure. I kind of feel like this looks okay. I think I want to cut a removal spell. It's just like against like Izzet and blue whites. It's like just tough to have so many removal spells. I don't know if that means I want to play the 4th Bitter Reunion though. I don't think I want to play 6 big scores. I don't know, it's kind of tough. What it is, what fits that spot. 26 seems a bit low with the treasures. I don't think so. Not with Bitter Reunions and Fables and the scores. Yeah. Oh, they got a Phoenix in the graveyard. Spikefield Hazard is not a mountain, so I don't think you can play it or should play it. 26 seems like the right number, I think. It's gonna be a turn 3, bring Phoenix back. Could be turn 3, bring 2 Phoenixes back. Wow, yeah, they loot 1 away. They need to have land 1-mana spell, which is not that hard for them to have with all this selection. There's a land, but it's tapped. Wow, huge news. Drew a Volcanic Spite, which I think I'll actually just discard. Well, yeah. Ugh. Alright, pass back, I guess. Maybe I should have kept the Spite over a land. I don't know. Could have very easily gone the other way. Another Shredder. Looks like has counter magic up also, which is bad news. So I think we just hold up Unexpected Windfall. Could attack and then try to Chandra post-combat, but I think we're just walking into counter magic for no reason. Moments like this, we feel the lack of impulse. Card selection, blue-red version is impressive. Okay, so one thing is, how do you build the blue-red version? Because there's blue-red creativity and there's blue-red Chandra. I think it's very hard to build a deck that's very in on both. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think that's kind of been my impression so far, is that the builds are very tough and they are not very easy to build. Okay, interesting with two Phoenixes that like they're just now casting Opts. They probably just have more counter magic. And Ledger Shredder's up to 5 toughness. Tough game. But to me, that's been the hardest thing to figure out, is like how you would theoretically build the blue-red version. Yeah, I think I weirdly just have to kill both Shredders. Yeah, I agree. I think blue-red creativity doesn't have room for the Chandra creativity package, plus removal, plus like token generators. So you can be blue-red control with Chandra, which is a fine deck. But the creativity, I think, really powers you up a lot, gives you a lot more nut draws. I think it fits really well here. Chalks and Steam events. Iteration. If they have a Treasure Cruise, they're pretty screwed. Oh, they didn't flashback Iteration. I mean, that's because they didn't need to. I do kind of agree that I think playing the 4th Bitter Reunion will help. I think we're gonna do 4 Reunion, 3 Spite, 3 Bite. Because I need to get another Bitter Reunion. 4 Fable, 3 Prismari Command, 4 Big Score, not enough targets. You haven't built the deck. You haven't built the deck. I can tell. I don't think you have. Or at the very least, it's like please tell me like very specifically what it is you're cutting for the Prismari commands, and like are you playing Dig Through Time? Are you playing Consider? Are you playing Lose Focus? Are you playing Change the Equation? There's a lot of things to consider. I mean, this was like the draw, right? I think I'm gonna go to combat first, since maybe they'll kill my Shaman. They don't though. What do you do against Cascade decks with Vile Recommissioned Elementals list? Against Rhinos, you overpower them. Against Living End, you endurance them. Okay, maybe we're in here. Lands, Atraxa. Do I want this Chandra? No, I think I just want to take Light Up Tonight, Hope Speakin'. They don't seem like they have counter magic. Yeah, I don't know. This is weird, but we may be in there. Maybe I guess maybe I was supposed to do this pre-combat so I could haste the Atraxa. I was just trying to bait a removal spell for them to tap out. Like you can cut the Bitter Reunions, right? We target the 1/1 token. Yeah, but I'm walking into removal. Although I guess they didn't cast removal on the Shaman, so maybe that's a good reason to not. Okay, they flashback Iteration. Well, nice thing is if they have the Time Walk thing, like the Atraxa stops them from just killing me. I did a well-built draft. Show it. Yeah. I'm down to look if you want to post a link in the chat. I'm definitely down to like hear people's ideas and understand how you build blue-red, because I've been very much struggling with it. But maybe Prismari Command is the answer. Okay. I mean, you definitely play 4 big 4 over Windfall and the blue-red build. Yeah, also like no Dig Through Time feels really incorrect to me. 24 lands with no Consider feels incorrect. Like I think like people even usually play 25 with Consider. It's a fine draft, though, for sure. Sheed Shark without creativity was super strong. What are we talking about? Yeah, let's go Light Up the Night, the Phoenix. And then hopefully post-combat we can post-combat cast Chandra, dome them for 5. Why do we want blue specifically? Yeah, I guess it's like the blue gives you access to counter magic, which is nice in some matchups. But and like, you know, it gives you Prismari Command, which is like okay. But you lose Dwarven Mine, and your mana gets worse. I don't know. This is an interesting draft for sure. But it's also like, I think you need like at least 2 dig through times for you like to one a splash blue. Like Chandra plus dig is really nice. You maybe go -1 Chandra, -1 like big score, -1 something. But well, I cannot believe we won that game. I did not think we were gonna win that one.